If you're involved in one of Bowling Green State University's 321 registered organizations on campus, you have the opportunity to host an event in one of the facilities provided by the university. If this is the first time that you have hosted an event or a meeting on campus, you could run into the problem of deciding what room to use and how to reserve it. This film will cover the ins and outs of planning an event on campus for your organization. When planning an event, the first thing you have to consider is how many people will be in attendance. It is important to make sure you have enough room to comfortably fit everyone who will be there. The other thing you might want to consider is how you are going to promote the event you are hosting. The union provides banner spaces, window splashing, or tables in the entrance of the union. If you are only reserving a room for a meeting, then the advertising might not be necessary. Meet Joe. He is representing University Activity Organization and wants to reserve a room for the latest comedy routine coming to campus. To start Joe's booking process, he has to head to room 231 of the Bowen Thompson Student Union to the event planning office. The office phone number is 419-372-9000. The event planning office is where Joe is going to book his room for the event as well as his publicity reservations. Once arriving to the event planning office, ask the receptionist if you could have the forms to request a room for your event. Before arriving to the office, make sure you are prepared with all the information that you will need to fill out your request form. Of course, you want to make sure that you have also spoken with your advisor to make sure that the date you are requesting at the event planning office is cleared with him or her. Some of the dates and information you want to be prepared for include the date of the event and the start and end times. It is important that these times are accurate for the event planning office. Remember that if you are bringing an outside party to the event, which could include an artist or a vendor, to make sure that the dates and times are confirmed with the artist or vendor's agency as well as your advisor. You will also need to know what room you would like, if there is a preference, and how you would like the room to be set up. The union provides different options for the setup of rooms, which you can also decide while visiting the event planning office.
317 in Olds Camp, open on April 16th from like 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
The union staff will also set the room up before you get to the event. It is important for them to know how you would like it to be arranged. Once you have decided on a room, they will ask for the organization using the room, the name of the event, and the type of event. Some other information you will need to know are the numbers of attendings you will be having at the event or meeting. This could be a rough estimate, but it must coincide with the maximum capacity of the room you are requesting. You will also need to give the event planning office your own personal contact information so they can keep in contact with you about your event. You can also request tech support, such as visual or audio equipment. All of the rooms provided in the Bowen Thompson Student Union come equipped with audio and video equipment. The union staff can also provide you with more technology equipment if requested. Catering is also requested at the event planning office. If you are indeed in need of catering, those arrangements can be made by either requesting catering on your form or calling catering services at 419-372-6951. The event planning office shares an office with catering services. Be sure to make catering requests no later than 3 weeks before your event begins. I'm sure you're wondering, how much does a room in the union cost my organization to reserve and use? The answer is simple. If you're a registered student organization on campus, you don't have to pay for using the campus facilities. It's free. However, the catering services do require payment whether or not a registered organization is asking for a room. Don't forget you can also reserve different spaces in the event planning office, including a window in the union for a window splash, a table by the main entrance of the union. Remember to also reserve your table space at least 1 to 2 weeks ahead of time. These tables usually fill up fast, so it is important to be ahead of your schedule on your reservations for this. You can also reserve an outside space, which is available also in the event planning office. Your organization can also paint the Spirit Rock next to Kreischer. Banner spaces are also available inside or outside the union to promote your event. Booking rooms in other campus buildings outside of the Bowen Thompson Student Union can also be done in the event planning office, with the exception of 4 buildings. For a larger scaled event, contacting the athletic department at 419-372-7054 can reserve Anderson Arena along with its available rooms. Rooms and gymnasium space in the Epler complex can be requested by either emailing the Epler staff at ecfacility@bgnet.bgsu.edu or by contacting the department at 419-372-2883. Contacting the Perry Fieldhouse office at 419-372-9900 can reserve rooms and space in the Perry Fieldhouse. Finally, if you would like to reserve a room at the Recreational Center, you can contact their office at 419-372-7477. Joe is now ready to start planning his event. One final tip: be sure to always reserve your space at least 3 months ahead of time before the event. Just like the table times, the rooms in the Bowens-Thompson Student Union fill up very fast. Always make sure that this is the first thing that you do when planning your event. If you have any additional questions, feel free to contact the Office of Campus Activities at 419-372-2343. You can also come see us at room 401, the Student Union.